Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us across the globe. Asanteni sana kwa kutujoin, and thank you. And today is National Coloring Day, which is an annual actual event that happens every September 14th to basically expand the experience into lots of artsy mediums, and it's also a stress reducer. It's just not for kids. So today I want you to just get your crayons, your sheet of paper, and try and imagine a very colorful world and let that brighten your evening. I hope you're well. My name is Nana Owiti.
Great, thanks for asking. Thank you so much for joining us today on your favorite talk show with your favorite talk show host. And as usual, we have a great show lined up for you guys. And of course, let us know where you are watching us from on our social media handles at Switch TV Kenya on Facebook and Twitter. Yoni Meokota, please. And Switch TV KE on Instagram. And also do SMS us on 111-444-111. It is one bob only. I am Joyce Minor.
Hola everybody, how you doing? My voice is raspier than normal today.
I wonder why.
Yeah, blame it on this, girls. We had a great weekend celebrating Joyce's birthday. I keep turn 30 and angusha too on a joint. Bure nyinyi mnaokota. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We have an amazing show lined up for you. And like Joyce said, we have a new SMS line. So get texting, and we always love to hear from you guys. I am Wikali Mary. Karibuni sana.
Yeah.
Colorful. You're colorful.
I am. Oh wait,
Thank you for that.
I have a coloring book.
You do? I also do.
An adult one.
Yeah.
And it is so therapeutic.
It is.
It
My
is
brother
beautiful.
actually bought me one for my birthday, and I've just been coloring on it like.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
As soon as I get home, it's very therapeutic.
is.
It's
Yeah.
fun even when you have kids, and then you can just do it randomly,
Yeah.
both of you, or three
Can
of
color
you.
it, exactly,
It's
yeah.
just so much fun.
It is.
You just don't realize how much therapy these things give you.
It's very
Simple
great.
things.
True.
Just try it out, and if you try it out, let us know to SMS pale 111-444-111. Anyway, guys, we have to go on to the poppy stories of the day on Popspot. And I do have the first story. I am in the kitchen. So, Instagram comedian Seth Gor has gone to social media to clear the air about him being called an abuser. So he went on to explain sometime last year he was trending because his girlfriend called him an abuser, and even went and filed for a P3 form at the police station, and he said that that was not the case. People have really misunderstood that story, and now he's decided to clear the air. And he went onto social media to say, last year, hours before my birthday, my ex-girlfriend violently attacked me because of my insistence of ending that relationship. It had been a rocky relationship. We had our good days and bad days, and the bad days were physically and mentally exhausting, and she physically assaulted me. I blocked my face with my hands to stop one of her blows, and she ended up breaking her fingernail. That is when all hell broke loose, and there were the facts started getting murky from there. And she's a member of the police force, so that's how she was able to obtain an OB and also a P3 form. Yes, and it was immediately launched that she immediately went to go to her Instagram and called him an abuser. So he was just clearing the air. That is the untold story of what happened.
Alikuwa na date polisi. Hivyo ndo unasema. Ala. Na polisi alikuwa na nguvu
Sana.
Seth Gor amekubali alikuwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
She tried to punch him, not slap him. Punch him.
Yeah. I remember when that story aired on Edgar Obare's channel and page, and he didn't say anything. It was basically like didn't address it, and that's how people branded him as an abuser because he didn't clear the air then. But I'm glad that he's come out
and talk about it.
Because there's things that happen, but we don't. I don't know why we don't see that men can actually be physically,
they can be.
Yeah, man.
They can be, and they're going through it. Yeah. And it's the thing that we keep talking about it on the show the whole time. Hapa tunasemanga tu mwanaume unafaa kuongea, si lazima kila saa kunyamaza. It's okay to speak up. And it's okay for you not to be violent, and for your partner, well, it's not okay for them to be violent.
Yeah,
but
it's not okay for them to be violent.
It's not okay, but wewe kama mwadhiriwa ni uongee.
Even you as a woman,
away.
it's not okay for you to be violent.
No, it's not.
Because you know you think you're going to like get away with it. Siku moja utapata ule mbaya kona reflexes and it won't be his fault. You started it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should be but don't start the fight. If you don't get hit, don't start hitting people. Basically.
Sometimes the stillness is loudness. There's so much loudness in stillness, and the fact that he's just been so quiet for such a long time, it means something. So
he hasn't even tried to spoil your name.
Yeah, the whole
You
time.
spoiled his name, because alisema tu venye iko. Oh, Seth, he's such a happy person.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So don't fight with Seth. He's making you laugh like 90% of the time.
24/7. And I have the next story. I'm going to take you all the way to TZ. Now, we have our own Ezekiel Mutua here. We have our regulators who make sure that whatever we go on air with is within the guidelines. We're not abusive. We're not using vulgar language. And checking out the watershed hours, so we are keeping everything in check. So in TZ, and I don't know if this has happened here, the regulatory authority is called the Tanzania Communication Regulatory Authority, TCRA. Now on Friday, they slapped Wasafi FM with a 7-day ban. So of course wameambiwa msiongee vibaya, mwacheni matusi, but then they went ahead and it is actually quite specific, the times between what and what time that they had abusive language on air and the different shows that were running at that particular time. So on Friday, that is when they were slapped with the ban. And then they were told, immediately I have announced the ban. Uyu DG wa TCRA anaitwa James Kilaba. Immediately I announced this ban. For the rest of the day, you should have like a loop of apologies. Stop regular airing of stuff immediately and start apologizing till the end of the day, because your ban starts on the 12th. So for the rest of the day, just be there saying Paul. And then 7 days begin. And I hear Clouds FM also was banned as well. They were given a 7-day ban a while back. So it's like an actual
thing.
Guy.
7 day. Unajua hapa ni revenue nakaaje kwa hizi radio zetu.
Na imagine
alafu naambia apologize the whole day. Aki Tanzania.
Oh my God. The rest of the day.
There's also a story about wacha sasa Tanzania and the whole your group inafanya hivyo. There's it is the president who said apologize by a Kenyan local.
Magufuli.
That was straight up. It happened. It actually happened. Kenyans wali apologize, some wako apologize.
Wali apologize by the way.
Siku kadhaa.
Wow. And it seems to be a trend in Tanzania, like public apologies.
Yes.
You know, even I think, is it Wema who had to apologize for a video she put up? She was kissing someone. She had to make a public apology.
But we were told by
Gigi Money.
That's the thing.
The Basata.
Basata wakikuita basi anakuambia hivi na hivi umekosea.
Na lazima
don't apologize. Omba msamaha. But I think it's also their culture, because wako na ile hiyo umoja or something so it's a thing.
Very communal.
But you see, how many times were you forced to apologize to your small brother or a bigger brother and you feel so bad? You know,
imagine to go public.
All the time. Now you still have a 7-day ban.
Apana, that's too much, guy. Anyway, let me take you guys to the next story. We've all heard about prayer partners, but have you ever heard of prayer warriors? Yeah. So Betty Bayo, Pastor Kanyari's ex-wife, after she walked out of her marriage and relationship with the pastor, has been on the hunt for a husband, because she's a mother of 2 and she has been praying for a husband. And her fans, her very loyal fans, decided, we will pray with you. So they started a WhatsApp group to pray for Betty Bayo to get a husband. And she went to Facebook to share the news and even shared a screenshot sent to her by one of her fans who only identifies by Shiko. Yeah, and all the group, they all go there and they pray for Betty Bayo to get a husband. See, tunasema tuko na followers. Uko na prayer partners. I mean, prayer warriors.
Warriors.
Imagine. Yeah, they came together to form a WhatsApp group to pray for her to get a husband.
Are they married?
Let's hope so.
Who?
The
warriors.
The warriors. Yes. Because why are you praying for someone
to get a husband?
Pengine wewe hauna haja hiyo kubwa
lakini
kama ya
Betty yako nayo.
Betty lakini si alisema. She said it. She said she wants a husband. She's looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, nataka bwana.
This year lakini Betty ashikiki.
Shikiki, my guy.
On
a roll, yeah?
On a roll.
Yeah. And I was like, I'd feel kind of weird if guys came together to pray for me to get a husband, but she seemed very happy about it. You know, amesema it's our marriage now.
Yeah. So tutaitwa pia hao watu wataitwa kwa hizo negotiations.
They better be called kwa wedding, by the way. Hiya.
All the best to Betty Bayo. I hope you get a man, and a man who is as God-fearing, a good man, like you,
and prayerful.
And prayerful. See, mtu tu anakuja tu sababu ya kiki. Niko na story next. Now this is a very bizarre, awkward, I don't know what to think of kind of story. So there's a priest. There's a priest in Lusaka, a Catholic church in Lusaka, who invited a lady over to his house, his parish house. So that means it's within the confines of where they live, monastery and stuff. And apparently this lady amekuwa na mahusiano na huo priest. But unfortunately, she died in the priest's home.
What?
And of course, akikufa hapo, people ask questions, and now stories about the two of you come up and all of that. So he has been, of course, disassociated with the church. They've let him go, and he's also been told to take care of the burial expenses. So I'm just going to read a thing here from a memo that was making round at the parish. It says, I hereby wish to inform you that I have, with immediate effect, suspended the very Reverend Ringford Abel Mulela from the priesthood indefinitely. With the suspension, he ceases to be parish priest for Kaunda Square Parish, as well as judicial vicar of the Archbishop of Lusaka. That was part of the memo.
What?
Something else that has come up, an unconfirmed source says that this lady had gotten pregnant by the priest.
Hi.
So the priest allegedly injected something to help her
Abort.
So allegedly, she died during that
Process. That is scary.
It is.
Men of the cloth. My...
Like it's
Where?
so nice. Tuseme tu huyu, wacha nikwambie jina yake.
Rudia jina.
Rudia jina, but still, men of the cloth have
Abel
been...
Mwelwa.
Men of the cloth have been up to some very dubious things.
Of late, we've
I
been
think
seeing
they-
these
yeah,
stories.
I think
There's
they should
another
just-
one tulisikia ya Embu.
They should just be allowed to get married once and for all, so that they can stop this madness.
Guy, me, I know someone, a lady. She's not really my close friend. She's a friend of a friend. She's always been dating priests. Like she moves from a parish to the next.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like akitoka parish leo hii anaenda Yangong. Hivyo, she's always dated priests.
Does she
No,
have like
also
a
they have
fetish?
money and they don't have this bank accounts.
Yeah.
Story of that, so they give them money. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, for real, I swear.
You know, I grew up like in Catholic schools.
Me
I'm just
too.
like, huh?
Where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
But
mean,
these
they're
people-
human beings. They're not above temptation.
You
Just let
understand,
them
but
get
then again,
married.
you are making a
commitment,
decision.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
making a commitment.
But it does
You
not
have to
mean-
go through many years
Yeah.
for you to actually be ordained.
Yeah.
For what?
Imagine.
Me, I was a Catholic, like a super staunch Catholic, and I remember going for classes. Zinaitwaje? And
Catechism.
Maungamo, you know
Catechism.
Maungamo, yeah?
What is that?
It used to be every Wednesday. Maungamo is like you go and inaitwaje? You know, unasema pole, you've done this. I'm sorry for that.
Oh, going for confession.
Confession,
Yeah.
yes. I used to go, yani, ile vibaya sana, but I swear to you, the first man that ever spanked me was a priest.
You lie.
No!
I swear to God, I was shocked. I cried.
Oh,
I swear. I was like, I was in class 6, I think.
You.
I swear. And I didn't even tell my mom. Actually, I've never told anyone.
What?
My God.
I swear. Yeah, a priest.
That's disturbing.
Let me take you to another bizarre story. I think on Thursday last week was World Suicide Prevention Day, and I mentioned and I said the statistics and then, you know, all this analytics. But now, a day after that, there is a newly wedded bride who tried to throw herself down a balcony of a mall. And this is what happened. Like a couple of weeks before, they had been married like less than 2 weeks to the husband now, yeah? And then the husband killed himself.
What?
Yeah. like he was found in like in a crashed car with poison in his body. Yes, and he had written a suicide note and said it's because of 2 contractors who were working with him.
What?
And of course, police opened that case and said, we have to, we have to
Investigate,
investigate and find out what really happened. But this lady now, after she lost her husband, the father came to the lady and said, let's go home. This is in India, and I'll tell you something about India. I'll go all out with the statistics in India. It's weird. It's really bizarre. So the daddy was like, no, let's go to home now. They didn't go home. They went to a hotel, to just like console her. She's lost her husband,
Yeah.
And then they find this chick says, tells the dad, I need to go to the mall to go and pick a drink. You wouldn't think the worst. So the dad let the chick go. And then the chick just threw herself to a mall. And she's in her 20s. She's a medical student. And this guy was 32. He was a contractor, an engineer in India. And what I was saying about the statistics here, listen to this. A recent World Health Organization report found that India has the highest suicide rate in Southeast Asia.
Wow.
Its rate of 16.5 suicides per 100,000 people was followed by Sri Lanka at 14.6 and Thailand 14.4. India had the 3rd highest female suicide, 14.7 in the world, after Lesotho 24.4 and South Korea 15.4. based on now the data now that has been accumulated over the years.
Good Lord.
Yes. Like India every day, according to the recent data from the country's Nation Crime Records Bureau, is at that percent. Like that's so high.
Where?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Very crazy. So of course she didn't die. She's in hospital, of course, but she has head injuries and leg injuries.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did they investigate to make sure that it was like suicide? That's how do you commit suicide 2 weeks after getting married?
Man.
Ama, was it like an arranged marriage?
According to her, she wanted to join the husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, join in quotes. Join in the afterlife. Join just join the husband.
Goodness.
That's really sad.
Really sad.
It's really sad.
Wow, that's actually very upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, we're just gonna. That's it.
Umeshokiwa.
We're moving on.
Yeah, let's.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Time for live sport.